and you might be getting to this, what if I posted that batch and then I realized it was completely wrong? I know there's an undo button, but do you have to undo each line, or can you undo to do the whole batch?
You have to undo line by line.
Okay.
And while we're on costing, we'll deal with undos at the same time. Let's say that I posted, and so I have these posts on here where I consume 555 pounds on here, and I picked the wrong lot number, maybe it was the wrong quantity, I did something wrong. I can undo this quantity. Thank you. Teacher's pet. All right, in V2, you had to be on the line. In V4, you come down to this transaction section. This transaction section is a record of everything that you posted. So if this 305 that I posted was incorrect, I could select the exact transaction and click undo transaction and take it back out. So while we're on the subject of undos, keep in mind the costing and the whole whip bucket scenario, all right?
Yeah, so what happens to the additional costs?
If your standard costing, you can kind of pick and choose how, just like when you put things in, you could undo things in weird orders. But if you are doing actual costing, so we have to dump everything in first before we dump it out, then if you realize you made a mistake on your raw material, but you've already posted your finished good, that means your finished good is already on hand in your ERP system with the wrong cost. So, to undo things, you have to undo the finished good. That puts all the money back in the bucket. Then fix whatever your raw material problem is. Maybe undo it and redo it with the right lot number. Maybe just post some additional because we left some out. Whatever it is that you've got to do to fix your raw material. So that now my bucket is holding my full amount again. And then post your finished good. So it could very well be that you had a problem with your raw material, but to fix it, you have to undo your finished good to get that money back.
And that would take care of all the additional costs. So you have to repost the batch itself.
You're reposting line by line. Keep in mind, we don't necessarily have to post the whole batch at one time. We're only posting what we select. So we undo exactly what we select to undo, and then we repost exactly what we select to post.
But you still have a problem. What if on the finished goods side, on your ERP system, that's gone out the door?
If it's gone out the door, we won't let you undo it.
Okay.
So once you ops closed, you're locked?
Once you can't do anything while it is closed. You can reopen the batch and then
make, oh, okay.
So there is a reopen option.
Wait, can you show us where that is?
On your version, you probably have to go to V2.
Okay.
Then again, I upgraded y'all recently, so you may have it. Reopen a batch. It is just in this latest release of 410, so I think Dynamitize has it. Most people have to go back to V2 to do reopen a batch.
Yeah, I have it, but it's grayed out.
Yeah, it's security version 2.
So you gotta go to version 2.
Yep.
Okay. So if you close
They
the
probably
batch, you
not
can't
giving
post
me
more
the rights
transactions
to do
to
it,
it,
which is
but you
fine.
could always reopen the batch. Is that on your list for tomorrow? Maybe. Okay, well, you know what's on my list. You'll all know exactly what you're saying tomorrow. Okay. Other
No, they
things
don't
that you
give you
can
access
do,
to it. That's
other
fine.
ways of posting. One of the ways that Seth was talking about as far as like back flushing, or it's not even so much back flushing. When I initially create a batch, and maybe we'll size it with the weird line this time and the size is correct. All right, so it's got all my quantity requireds in here. If I'm going to accept the exact quantities, and if I'm not lot tracking, there is a way to plop all these numbers in here without having to key them, which some people would consider back flushing. I mean, it's not quite as automated as I think of back flushing. But you have to be at the status of release before you can do that. Hit save. and release. All right. So right now, I could come in here and begin keying each one of these lovely quantities, or I could hit issue all. It asks me if I'm sure, and it does this for me, all right? People get real excited about that issue all, thinking it does more than it does. I mean, it sounds like it's doing a whole lot. Issue all is a typing macro. Okay? Issue all is taking whatever was in the quantity remaining column and putting it in the issue now column, so you can now manually go over and hit post. Okay, so some people get in their heads that issue all, oh, I've already issued all, I can't do anything. Well, it's still sitting right here, it hasn't really gone anywhere. Okay, until you hit post, it hasn't gone to your ERP system. Okay. I'll say that back to you. All right.